Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast.
We are here to help you learn English with easy and fun conversations from everyday life.
Today's episode is called A Day in My Life, Lost in a Strange City.
This story is about what happens when you visit a new city and get lost. It can be a little scary, but also exciting.
Let's listen to Chapter 1 and see how this adventure begins. Liam, have you ever been in a city where you didn't know where to go or how to find your way? It can be really confusing, and sometimes it even makes you feel a little scared or nervous. This happened to me recently when I visited a new city for the first time.
Yes, Emma, I understand exactly what you mean. I've been in places like that too, and it's not always easy. But sometimes being lost can also lead to interesting experiences you don't expect. So what happened to you in this new city?
Well, I arrived early in the morning and I had a small paper map with me. I also looked up some directions on my phone before I got there. But when I got off the bus, I suddenly realized that the streets looked very different from what I thought. The signs were in another language, and I didn't know which way to walk first.
That sounds challenging. When you realized you were confused, did you try to ask someone for directions? Sometimes people can help even if they don't speak your language well.
Yes, I did. I went into a small shop and asked a lady if she could help me find the street I needed. But she spoke very little English, and I don't speak her language. I showed her my map and pointed to the place I wanted to go, but she looked puzzled and didn't understand.
That must have been frustrating. What did you do after that? Did you keep looking for someone who could help?
I decided to walk slowly through the streets, hoping to find a sign or maybe a person who could understand me. But all the streets looked the same, narrow, with old buildings and small shops. I began to feel a little worried because I didn't want to get lost too far from my hotel.
It's normal to feel worried in a situation like that, but sometimes being lost can also lead to interesting surprises. Did something like that happen to you?
Yes, just when I was starting to feel really unsure, a man walked by and saw me looking at my map with a confused face. He stopped and asked me slowly, "Do you need help?" I was so happy to hear that.
That's great. How did the conversation go? Did he speak your language?
He spoke a little English, but not perfectly. He talked slowly and clearly. I told him the name of the street I wanted to find. He smiled and said, "I can help." Then he walked with me for a few blocks. On the way, he pointed out some nice places I didn't see on the map, like a small cafe and a beautiful park.
Wow, so being lost actually helped you find new places and make a new friend. That's a great story. It shows that sometimes when we think we're in trouble, good things can happen instead.
Exactly. It was a little scary at first, but thanks to that man, I found my way. And I saw parts of the city that I never would have found if I just followed the map. I learned that sometimes it's okay to ask for help and to explore even when things don't go as planned.
So, Emma, after that kind man helped you find your way, what did you do next? Did you continue exploring the city on your own, or did you decide to stick close to familiar places?
Well, Liam, after finding the street I needed, I felt much more confident. I decided to keep exploring the city by myself, even though I was still a little nervous. I walked slowly and looked around carefully. The city was very busy and full of interesting things. People walking, street vendors selling food, and colorful shops on every corner.
That sounds exciting. Sometimes walking around a new place can help you learn about the culture and the people better. Did you try any local food or visit any special places?
Yes, I did. I stopped at a small cafe and ordered a sandwich and a cup of tea. The owner was very friendly and even taught me how to say thank you in the local language. It made me happy to learn something new, and I felt more connected to the city.
Learning a few words in the local language can really make a difference. It shows respect and can help you meet more people. Did you meet anyone else while you were walking around?
Actually, yes. At a park bench, I met a young woman who was also visiting the city. We started talking, and she shared some tips about good places to see. She told me about a beautiful museum nearby and some quiet streets with amazing street art. We decided to visit the museum together later.
That's wonderful. Making friends while traveling makes the experience even better. Did you feel that being lost earlier helped you be more open to meeting new people?
Definitely, Liam. I think when you feel a little unsure or outside your comfort zone, you are more likely to talk to others and ask for help. I wouldn't have met that woman if I hadn't gotten lost earlier. It helped me be brave and enjoy the adventure.
That's a great lesson for all travelers and English learners. Sometimes the difficult moments lead to the best experiences.
Exactly. And even though I was tired after walking a lot, I felt proud of myself. I learned that exploring a new city is not just about following maps. It's about meeting people, trying new things, and enjoying the surprises along the way.
Emma, it sounds like your day kept getting better after that confusing start. When you and the woman decided to visit the museum together, what was that like? Did you enjoy seeing the art and learning about the city's history?
Yes, Liam, the museum was amazing. It was full of beautiful paintings and interesting exhibits about the city's past. Walking through the museum with my new friends made it even more fun because we could share our thoughts and ask questions. I felt like I was really learning about the city in a special way.
That's great. Museums are such good places to learn about culture and history. Did you take any photos or buy any souvenirs while you were there?
I took some photos of the paintings and the old buildings inside the museum. I didn't buy souvenirs there because it was quite expensive. But later, when we walked back through the city streets, I found a small shop that sold postcards and little gifts. I bought a postcard to send to my family.
Sending postcards is a nice way to share your travel stories. What happened after you left the museum? Did you continue exploring, or did you start thinking about going back to your hotel?
We continued walking through the city a little more. My new friend showed me some quiet streets with colorful street art and small cafes where locals like to meet. We sat down for a while and drank some fresh juice. It was nice to rest and talk about our travels.
It sounds like you really enjoyed the day, even though it started with you feeling lost and confused. Did you learn anything special about yourself or traveling?
Yes, I learned that getting lost is not the end of the world. Sometimes it helps you discover things you would never find if you only followed a map. It also showed me that being open to new people and experiences makes traveling much more exciting and fun.
That's a wonderful message, Emma. And what about your English? Did you practice speaking with new people?
Yes, I did. Talking with the man who helped me and the woman at the park was good practice. Even though my English is not perfect, they understood me and I understood them. It gave me more confidence to speak with others.
That's fantastic. Speaking with real people is one of the best ways to learn any language.
I agree. I'm happy I took the chance to talk to strangers, even when I felt nervous. It made my trip much better.
Emma, after such an eventful day exploring and making new friends, how did you finally find your way back to your hotel? Was it easy, or did you have another small adventure?
Well, Liam, I was a little tired by the afternoon, but I felt happy and proud of myself. My new friend gave me directions to the bus stop near my hotel. She even walked with me part of the way to make sure I didn't get lost again.
That's really kind of her. It's nice when people help each other, especially in a new city. Did you feel more confident after all your experiences that day?
Yes, I did. At the beginning, I was nervous and unsure, but by the end of the day, I felt brave and more comfortable speaking English and asking for help. I realized that it's okay to not have all the answers right away.
That's a great lesson for all of us. Sometimes the best way to learn is by making mistakes and trying again.
Exactly. I learned that being lost is just part of the adventure, and every new experience helps us grow. I'm excited to visit more places and practice my English even more.
Emma, thank you so much for sharing your story with us today. It's inspiring to hear how you turned a difficult situation into a great adventure.
Thank you, Liam. I hope our listeners feel encouraged to explore, meet new people, and keep learning English no matter where they are.
Thank you all for listening to this episode of our podcast. We hope you enjoyed Emma's story about being lost in a strange city and learned some useful English along the way.
Remember, it's okay to make mistakes and ask for help when you need it. That's how we learn and grow.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends who want to practice English too.
We will see you soon with more fun stories and helpful conversations.
Until then, keep exploring and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.